Oilers.
Hey, what up? Scholar!
Yo, we promised that one of these episodes we're gonna start off by just simply saying hi, but it ain't gonna be right now.
No, let's jump right into it. We were discussing Canadian hockey teams.
Yeah.
All right, so there's the Toronto Maple Leafs.
That one, and
There's the
apparently
Vancouver Canucks.
Okay, I've heard of those guys.
Edmonton Oilers.
Okay.
Winnipeg Jets.
Okay.
Why am I forgetting shit? I just remember.
Because that's four.
There's more.
That's two more than I
Who
know.
did I say? Edmonton.
You said the Edmonton.
Toronto.
You said the Maple Leafs.
Canucks.
You said the Canucks.
The Oilers.
And
Edmonton is the Oilers.
You said the Oilers, the Canucks, the Maple Leafs, and one other one that I can't remember. The Winnipeg Jets.
There's more than four. I can't think of the rest of them right now.
I'll give you a round of applause for knowing four. Because honestly, outside of the New York Rangers, the Islanders,
the fucking Devils.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's it.
I'll give you the Flyers because it's Philly like right there.
Right.
I'll give you the Flyers.
I've gotten really into hockey the last couple of years, so I'm like a diehard Devils fan now.
Okay.
Better be. That's the only team that rep jersey.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
I've been
we
to
have the New York, New Jersey women's soccer team. I can't think of the name right now. It's Gotham something.
The crazy part is you trying to promo them and you don't even know the name.
Hey,
of the
well,
team.
we go. When we chop it up, we gonna put them right here. You'll put them right here.
Right there. Okay.
I'm
Understood.
a number one fan. But Dante was good.
Photoshop a jersey on you and everything.
We gonna put it all up there, bro. We gonna work it out. But
I'm gonna keep my intro short, sweet, and to the point. Y'all see we got guests on today, so I don't like taking up too many people's time, especially when it's our illustrious guests. If it was just Sean, y'all know I don't give a fuck. But yeah, I'm doing good.
You see how you treat me like I'm swamp meat?
Yes, those of y'all that saw the promo that we have on our IG, this is the assistant to the regional manager. He knows that. Ain't that right, Sean?
Put that camera back over, Steve. I'm burning shit down.
Now, of all seriousness, I'm good. Like every episode, we normally start off just like with a little check-in and stuff like that. Sometimes Sean has these long-winded ways of saying he's doing well. So we won't take too much of y'all
You
time.
can't ask me an open-ended question and not expect the open-ended
So I'm going to
answer.
ask you a yes or no. Are you doing well today? That's all I need from you. Now, no, I'm joking. Sean, how you really doing, bro? How are you? For real.
I'm good.
Damn. That's what I was. Yeah, you heard, I don't. If y'all didn't hear what Steve, our producer, just said, he told Sean to speak up because even with the mic, I'm doing good.
I'm good.
Fine. Yeah. Let's move this along. So the way that we normally
y'all not about to be against me back here, Steve.
Listen. We went over the roles last episode. Okay. Assistant to the assistant.
Y'all can kick rocks with
to
that
the
shit.
regional manager.
Yeah. Anyway,
Let's
Listen,
really
a job
introduce
is
our
a job.
guest.
A job is a job.
See, that's why we love our guests, y'all, because they have such a great way of thinking. Their minds are so well tuned.
don't clap that shit up.
No, that's a great way to look at it. Which segues us perfectly into you guys. So,
like Dante is saying, we do have two guests today. We're gonna let our guests introduce themselves. Ladies first.
I'm Jessica. Second time here.
Welcome back, Jess.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Have you had a guest come back multiple times?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You would have been the first one, but you know.
yeah.
Listen, timing is everything. But,
She's booked and busy, y'all.
Yeah, booked
That's
and
what
busy,
it
you
is.
feel
That's
me?
what it is.
So-
Booked and busy.
We'll say that. Yeah.
glad to be back. Glad to be back.
Where can people follow you at, Jess?
Your Majesty.
What is that? What social media?
Your _ Majesty MAJESSTY on Instagram.
Okay, there you go. That's what we was trying to get out of.
It seems like he's reading the cue cards. Read this one. This one.
Also, y'all can find her on the Forbes list, Fortune500.com.
Boom.
Where we at? LinkedIn.
You already.
Keep that one down.
Yeah, see? No, just because you got it don't mean everybody got to know you got it. You know what I'm saying? Keep it.
Billionaire status.
Yeah, oh my God! Now you dropping more stuff. Got to keep it on the hush, man.
My
If they
bad,
want to
bro.
know more about Jess, they gotta follow her, and that's it. Because I don't want y'all no soliciting. Because I don't want y'all to think we be doing that over here.
And after this episode drop, Jess is gonna give every new follower $1.
Right.
Man, good luck. Well, see, if we give the promo money that we supposed to give for her to do the collab, then that like technically that'll help.
No, because once she gets the new
balance.
followers, and she get them they dollar, then Instagram's going to see she has a lot of traffic to her page, and then it's going to come back to us, and then we can pay her.
It's that simple, ain't it?
And with that being said,
And then we going to get our Uno cards.
yes,
Shout out to Mattel.
Shout out to Mattel. We gonna shout out Mattel every episode from now on. One of these days, y'all gonna see some educated brothers Uno cards, and in our version, you could put a draw 2 on a draw 4 if you damn well please.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
You know, I've been having this argument for like the past month
Yeah,
with little kids too.
Before we
I'm
get
like,
into
you
it,
can't
because
do that.
I want to know how you play, because some people play different rules.
Right, there are different rules. Let's do this. I'm excited now.
See, that's
I'm excited.
we ain't even going to get into it. 'Cause I remember on the way up here what was going on. But
Dante just started some shit low key, but we going to let our second guest introduce himself.
Ron Clerk. You follow me on IG, Clerk_ENT, CLERC_ENT.
Shout out to my boy Ron. We met Ron in the flag football circuit.
That's right.
Shout out to the Hitman, even though Ron team always be beating us in the worst possible times.
OTF.
But nah, that's the homie. His editing skills on his videos be dope. I fucks with it. I'm so happy you finally came on, bro. We been trying to make this happen for a minute. We trying to make it happen for a minute.
From my understanding, what I just heard is you kick up when it comes to the video, and at the same time you kick up while you play. So you recording and kicking up. And Sean, how you feel about that?
I mean,
because like, is he running with the camera while he cooking you? Like,
that'd be some shit. He got the GoPro. He got that shit on his chest. Nah, listen, man. It's only so much I can say, but I play the line. That's it.
Listen, I do my job and I do it well. That's it.
I just block people, dog. That's all I do, man. But back to this fucking Uno thing. How dare you?
What?
We're not putting no draw 2
Yes,
no draw
we will.
4s. Now, if you put a draw 4 and a draw 2,
No. Our version. You wake up and choose violence every single time.
All three.
So you can put a skip on a draw 4.
No.
If it's the right color.
No.
I'm not saying the real way.
Yes,
See?
you can.
What?
Yes, you can.
Yo, there's different
If it's a
ways to
draw
play,
4.
bro. I don't say I do, but I'm here to cause controversy.
Before I'm gonna
when I got my Uno out
I
there.
promise after I say this, I'm gonna shut up and let y'all go at it. So, and for y'all logic, it's wrong for me to be able to put a higher card or draw 4 on top of a draw 2.
Oh, no, you can do that. That sounds legal.
But you could put a skip on a draw card?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
If you want to play wild, I told you. If you wake up and choose violence, you could play that way. Because think about it. I'm not saying I know people who play like this, but let's say I put a draw 4 down on you, right?
Okay.
And you don't have no card. You don't got no draw 4. You don't got no draw anything. But you got a reverse. And it's green. I call out green.
Yes.
And you put down a green reverse on my draw 4. Now I got a draw 4.
I promise you.
Tell me that wouldn't make that shit
But,
more
you,
fun.
but you have to draw. You
'Cause
have to
yo-
draw the 4 cards though.
Nah, because you reversed it. So it reversed back. It reverses. You see what I'm saying?
I promise you, if I'm at anybody's
But you gotta
crib,
do what the card says though.
if I'm at anybody's crib and they play like that, I'm leaving.
Yo, the reason why I got this kind of crazy way of playing Uno, y'all ever play Uno No Mercy?
No.
Bro, if you value getting rid of a game quick, don't play that version. Yo, no lie, they have a draw 20 in that game. So like, you know how like people, you stack them and eventually they literally have like a draw 20 situation. They have a swap hand, make a rule.
That's with sevens or
Bro,
something.
that joint
I
is
hate that.
wild.
I have
That'll join a start a fight. That one will start a fight.
Last week I bought Uno adult cards. It's like dares and fucking
Interesting.
truth. It's truth or dare Uno basically. It's like for drinking parties and shit like that.
Freaky ass nigga, he is 69. Because why you playing? You playing
Sounds
freaky
about right.
Uno?
Hey, real quick. I got the LA shorts on. Don't play, bro. I got red on today, so I'm gonna have to blood walk. I was crip walking last week. I be set tripping like a motherfucker.
I was just about to say,
I was
you
like,
said
pick a
tripping hard.
side.
You said pick a side? Hell no! Fuck. I'm cool with all y'all.
Oh my goodness.
We friends across the board.
But even though we were starting off talking about Uno, today's episode, y'all know we got a theme for every episode, depending on how it is. Today's theme is all about sports. Now, those of you that watch the platform and you go like, dang, they about to talk about some sports. Absolutely. Because those of you that have been here since the first episode, y'all know we going to talk about what we want. And y'all are more than welcome to just like keep on scrolling. Because I don't feel like changing up what I want to talk about just because a bunch of people say like, y'all should do it this way.
But I promise you guys will enjoy it, the conversation.
Oh, absolutely. Because we have multiple perspectives.
Yes.
And we ain't going to talk about the Jets today. So maybe the Winnipeg Jets, because we can start with hockey. You know what I'm saying? That's a good segue right there. You know what I mean? Because that's why we was actually on the topic of like Canadian hockey teams, because I don't know.
Calgary Flames. There you go. I was thinking about
This whole time you was thinking about that shit?
Right.
Calgary.
I mean, I'll give that to you, though.
There
That's
you go.
fine, bro.
There's one more.
I'm sure there is.
It's gonna come to me. We keep going.
I'm sure there is, and he's probably gonna remember by the end of the episode. But this got brought on because we are all sports heads in here. Like, I don't really watch hockey as much as probably Sean does. He said that he's like really getting into it.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Have y'all kept up with like the Stanley Cup for the most part?
Not really.
You gotta put
Y'all know who was playing, right? This is why I didn't even know the Edmonton Oilers were from Canada. Because literally, I was like, where the hell is Edmonton?
All right, so
Like-
I'll put it in terms that you guys will understand.
Okay.
This matchup of this Stanley Cup is equivalent to the Heat playing the Lakers in, what is that, 2010? When was last year when Kobe won his last ring? It was 2009, right?
I'm drawing a blank.
Dang.
It was 2009, right? Because they beat the Magic that year. They
did
lost to Boston and beat the Magic the next year.
Okay.
And then
That's when the Magic got swept?
it was a gentleman's sweep. I think they won one game.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Anyway, so Edmonton has the best player in the NHL on their team.
Okay.
But Florida across the... What happened?
2010.
2010. Okay, I was close. 2010. Shout out to Steve. 2010. He got it. Edmonton has the best player in the NHL on their team, Connor McDavid. And then the Panthers, who won, have basically across the board the best team in the entire league.
Okay.
So Florida was up 3-0 going into Game 4. Connor McDavid willed his team back and forced a Game 7.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's how.
That shit was crazy, son.
The Stanley Cup Finals just shitted on the NBA.
Yeah, I was about to
Finals,
say,
bro.
because, yo.
Not too much. Not too
No,
much.
no,
Not
it's
too much.
shitted
Not too
on
much.
the NBA Finals,
Not
bro.
too
Yeah,
much.
we
Not too much. Not too much.
Shitted on the
First
NBA
of all,
Finals,
you
bro.
know what? You know what? Y'all ain't gonna do that thing I do. We gonna stay on topic because y'all know I am not excited to talk about the winners of no damn NBA Finals. But we ain't gonna go into that. We ain't gonna go into that right now because you were schooling us on the NHL.
Yeah, so, but what happened? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
So, oh, they won 2.
Yep. Let them know, Steve.
My bad.
Sorry.
Yeah, so so basically shout out to Steve. Steve back there acting like him bro on ESPN. So Connor McDavid brought his team back and forced the Game 7. Now they lost, but the fact that he did that was crazy.
Right.
And hockey's not like the rest of these sports. That's happened 4 times in hockey where a team's been up 3-0 and lost. But it's still rare. So for a player to be that skilled, hockey's a hard ass sport to play.
It is.
Like the fact that they're just fucking on ice, it's crazy.
Dog.
I think we've all been ice skating. You see me ice skate. I can't ice skate to save my life. So when I watch that shit and they be hitting each other too and getting up and running at it,
Right.
Yeah,
they be fighting on skates, bro.
My ice skating is like my swimming. I do it because it's fun. Like, not because I'm gonna go out and professionally like compete in this shit. Nah.
But yeah, so shout out to the Florida Panthers, who were based out of Miami. They just won the Stanley Cup Finals.
Look at that. That's geography in there too, son. 'Cause I just knew that they were the Florida Panthers. I didn't know that they were based in Miami.
Listen,
Look at that.
I listen to ESPN radio all day, so that's shout out to them.
Well,
That's what I get all this
I
knowledge.
wanted to cover the champions from there. We'll talk about.
Are we talking about Boston?
I mean, because that's the next thing up in terms of like timeline. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah,
Steve
that was a
understands.
sneezing.
Steve understands where I'm going with this, bro. It's going to be very light on my description of Boston winning anything. Because honestly, it's not even just Boston. Like, my gripe with Boston stems a lot deeper than just sports. Like, they will say, "Oh, all you New York fans, y'all are this and y'all are that." Yo, have y'all ever been to Boston?
No.
Bruh. When they say like people are just like rude as hell, they're talking about Boston.
I heard they're very racist too.
you know,
I've heard they're very racist.
there are certain areas where it's a lot worse than others, is the best way that I'll put it. But those of y'all that are from Boston, y'all know I ain't capping on nothing, because, yo, Boston is horrible when it comes to sports, horrible when it comes to people. If you're not from there, don't tell them that you like anything New York. Just don't even do it. I used to think, and this is no shade, just because I know your favorite team is the Eagles. We're not going to go into it. But I used to think Philly fans was wild.
Philly fans are wild.
They are. I stand by that.
Bro, I watched a fucking Eagles fan when they played the Vikings in the championship game. This is like 6 years ago. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The fucking Vikings fan was pulled over. He was fixing his tire. An Eagles fan rolled past and hit the nigga with the door. That's not funny, bro. Like, these teams ain't paying us. As much as we hate Boston, I hate the Patriots. I'm not gonna go fight no Patriots fan, man.
So you're not a real fan. Apparently, Philly got it down, bro.
That's why they won their one championship. And then, yo, what kills me, you know, I'm happy you brought that shit up. You know what I fucking hate? You know what I fucking hate?
What you hate, Sean?
So, the Eagles won the Super Bowl. What year was that?
Oh, it had to be like
2018?
2019? No.
No, 2017.
2017.
Okay.
How many Super Bowls you guys won before that? Answer the question,
We're
Jess.
not doing that.
Answer the question,
We're not
Jess.
doing that. We're not doing that.
Answer the question, Jess.
Doesn't matter.
I'm trying to get to a point here.
What about it?
Answer the question,
What
please.
about it?
How many Super Bowls did the Eagles win before that?
That was our first one.
All right, then. These motherfuckers been acting like they premium shit since that fucking Super Bowl. You talk to an Eagles fan, they think they the Patriots.
Okay.
Like
but
Tom
our
Brady
team-
playing for the Eagles?
Okay. But our team is really good. Like,
Bro,
what
yo,
are
and they
you
be
talking
talking down like. Not Jess. Jess is a cool fan. Not Jess.
Yo.
We're not going to throw Jess in that
Son.
boat.
I say facts.
Yo.
I say facts.
Yo, bro, oh my God, kill me with that shit. Oh, you're a Jets fan. You're a fucking Eagles fan.
Okay.
But you know what they'll say, right?
We won more recently. Kick rocks.
Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, but they're not wrong.
Right. I mean,
Whatever.
I mean, I can understand where they're coming from. You know, it's like someone who's watched their team win before. You know, this
Right.
isn't a jersey, but I'm a Saints fan, right?
I don't like how you said
And-
that, though. I'm a Dallas fan.
Ooh.
on that note,
the rivalry on this couch right now.
And we didn't set that up on purpose, y'all. I didn't even know that.
y'all set me up.
I didn't even know
we
that.
set you up. I remember when I went to fucking Dallas, you hit me up talking shit. He was, y'all was
So you saw the game out there, didn't you?
I'm still mad about that. Yo, cause you know what's funny about fucking Cowboys fans from Texas? The nicest people in the world, but they would talk greasy as hell and then be a fucking sweetheart to you afterwards.
Yeah.
There was this lady in front of me and my brother talking all this shit, and then she bought us drinks afterwards. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Yo, they take football very seriously down there.
that Southern hospitality shit is
Very
real.
seriously down there, bro.
Like college.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, they take it very serious down there.
But that I'll give you this. That's the first away stadium that I've been inside of. Now I've seen 4 in total, but never been inside of them. But as far as how it looks on the outside and how it is on the inside, y'all probably got the best fucking stadium.
All that money you put into it.
Yeah,
I was about to say, that'd be the best stadium, right?
bro. When you walk into that shit, I felt like I was in ancient Rome, bro. I'm like, God damn, this shit is huge.
Did you buy a $20 burger?
Nah,
Man,
but
that'd be
yo,
expensive, boy.
but the crazy part is, I bought a $50 standing ticket, and when you see motherfuckers running into the stadium, they're not running to get to their seat. Because the standing tickets are first come, first serve.
Oh.
So you could be on a fucking sideline with a fucking $50 ticket.
Oh, that's dope.
That's why they motherfuckers. And here's the crazy part. Say you don't get the good spot to stand in. There's so many fucking places in there for you to get a really good view of the field. There's no point of rushing in that bitch, bro. So motherfuckers are probably doing that just to get the player autographs and shit like that. Bro, I bought me and my brother standing tickets, $100. We flew Spirit.
Yo.
I think I spent like $400 on that trip, bro. I go to Dallas anytime, bro.
And I tell you, I stand by it. I will not go on a trip before I fly on Spirit ever again.
Bro, the fucking
flew
flight
on
is
it.
3 hours.
I flew on Spirit one time, and that's all I
You
need.
can
I'll
handle
never
3
do
hours.
that. No.
If my big ass is sitting in the seat for 3 hours, you can sit
Yo,
for 3 hours.
Spirit is trash.
Yes,
I heard
indeed.
bad things, so
It's
I'm not doing it.
trash. Because I bet you your ticket was probably $100, right? How much was your ticket?
Before taxes?
No, before all the bullshit that they hit you with, other than just the flat fee.
I mean, I went out there for literally a day, so I brought a small ass book bag. I had a one outfit in that bitch. I was going to match it with the sneakers I already had on, so the personal item was free.
Yeah,
I didn't check a bag. Now I fly Spirit often. If you check a bag with Spirit, it's like $50.
Yeah.
If you bring a carry-on Spirit, it's like $60. So the best bet to use Spirit is for short-ass flights in places you know you're going to go quick, that you ain't got to bring a lot of shit with you.
You know the best time to use Spirit? Never.
You can say that
There's
shit.
never a good time.
You try to book a place and you can't find it. You got to spend $100.
You know why? Because anybody who says, "Oh, they're cheaper," there's a firm, there's Afterpay. You don't gotta pay for Spirit flights. If you really think about it, you're spending more money on a Spirit flight.
And if you want to be real cheap, you can use a firm, Klarna, on Spirit.
No, that's not what we're gonna do. If I'm gonna owe some money and pay in increments, it's not gonna be for Spirit. It's not gonna be for Spirit.
You break down that $89. You 4 easy payments of $29.
Yo, it's 89 base, and then you gotta, like you said, you gotta pay for your carry-on. You gotta pay to get into the airport. You gotta pay for the wheels to go up. You gotta pay for everything on that damn flight.
Let me before we get back into the sports time, let me give y'all how to properly fly.
Can't you read?
Don't.
Can't you read?
Use the app. Use the app first and foremost. Use the app, right? If you're not going to Klarna your way out of the flight, then you know it's already cheap. What you do is, if you're going somewhere short, make sure you can pack all that shit tightly in your personal bag. Boom. The check-in is cheaper than the carry-on in Spirit.
Don't make no sense.
No sense at all.
None.
So, if you're going to bring a lot of shit, check it. If you're going to bring a lot of shit, check it. If you choose not to do that, don't pay for the seat. What you do is, book the flight, don't choose a seat, but then as you're checking in for the flight, pay an additional $20 for the early access to get on the flight. Which means if they put you in zone 1 and zone 2, they got to give you a good seat because you're getting on the flight first. They're not going to put you all the way in the back and then let you get in the flight first. The more you know.
Man, if y'all want to fly Spirit, you could bring a fold-up chair with you. It's very much like that movie with Kevin
Don't
Hart.
get it twisted. You're going to be uncomfortable like a
motherfucker. Hell. Bro, like I've never.
But if you want comfort,
like
get an extra seat.
Because you know how like when you get on the bus,
they got the extra seat with a space, and then they don't have first class. They got what they call the big chair.
I can't.
They call it the big chair, and I'm supposed to take them seriously. It's called the big chair.
Oh my god.
Might as well call it the Ruby section. That's what it is. This is so dumb.
Yo, I got a bunch of frequent flyer miles on Spirit. Shout out to them, bro. What you talking about?
Listen, you can have all the
I'm taking all my domestic flights on Spirit, baby.
Miles, you could probably only go to Philly because that's all. You ain't getting no points.
As long as I'm not going past Texas, I'll be on Spirit.
Man,
if I'm going past Texas, I'll fly
Jersey.
another airline. Mm-hmm. You said past Jersey? You taking north to Philly?
I'll ride the bus before I take a Spirit flight, yo. No.
Hey, yo.
Never again. Never again. Back to what we was originally supposed to be talking about. Basketball this year, honestly, the finals were what they were. Yo, Stevie Killer.
So let me ask both of y'all. Ron, how'd you feel about the finals this year?
Truthfully, I knew Boston was going to win just from how the Mavs play. Because Mavs just rely on Kyrie and
Luka
a lot. The Celtics, they're a full-round team.
Everybody.
Old school. They're everything. And plus, they had all their own locks. So I knew what was going to happen.
How the hell did
Kyrie
they
from
get
Jersey boy, holla at y'all.
Yeah,
I was rooting for you, my
Shout out
boy.
to Kai.
I was rooting for you, my boy.
I wanted Kyrie to beat Boston just
Me
to
too.
do one of those, like, I told y'all it wasn't me.
I wasn't a problem.
You know what I'm saying? I told y'all it
he
wasn't
isn't,
me.
though. Like, he's just a little outspoken.
Yeah. Nah, but yo, his take on Boston is crazy.
Who?
Kyrie's? Have you ever heard him talk about his experience in Boston?
Racist shit.
That's why he had to leave.
Yeah.
It wasn't even about the whole couldn't live up to it enough. Yo, they wild over there,
The
bro.
fans would call him crazy.
I'm telling you, them fans is wild, bro.
Jaylen Brown has the chance to do the funniest thing in the world. I would just request a trade.
Yeah, just come to New York. That'd really make him mad.
You would be mad when he go to fucking Brooklyn.
No, speaking of New York, I seen, I think it was a documentary or something. There was like the big three, with Wade, LeBron, and Bosh.
Yeah.
They were supposed to go to New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't go because Stoudemire's contract was
Yep.
too high. So it's true.
Yeah.
All right.
Because that was the year we talked about this before too. Before the Melo trade, that was right before the Melo trade. We had a fire team.
No.
But Amari's contract, he was making like $100 million over 5 years or something.
Rightfully
like that.
so.
That we had
He
Tyson
earned that
Chandler,
bitch.
Raymond Felton. Like we had a team that was already there, and these other dudes like, yo, let's just make it happen here. But we didn't have nothing on the books.
But
we didn't have Leon Rose like we do now. Like we didn't even have a good management system.
With the
so
Knicks
it wouldn't have worked anyway. I know they would have somehow found a way to fumble.
To mess it up. They
I know
always
they
do.
would
They
I'm
have.
happy
always
you
do
brought that
something
up
I know
because
they
where the
would've.
Knicks fucked up also was that they thought that since the Heat did that, they had to build a team to compete with them. I told you that team they already had was stacked as the main guy could have competed with those.
We
that
beat
team.
the big three with that team that we had. Raymond Felton, Tyson
Yes.
Chandler. Before
I
Melo
remember
came,
that shit.
This was when everybody, they was winning games.
Yeah.
They played us, and I remember we
I
beat
remember
them.
y'all ended they like 27 game win streak. I
Yes.
remember that shit.
And that was with Raymond Felton,
Yeah.
freaking Wilson Chandler, Tyson Chandler. Like,
Because people fuck up and don't realize that in any sport, it's about fucking matchups.
Right.
The Heat had 3 good ass fucking superstars, but the rest of that team was sus.
Role players.
And they weren't good ass role players. Like literally,
Hell no.
they broke that team up. I don't think Norris Cole has touched another NBA jersey since.
mind you, he's not even a bad player,
Yeah.
yo. He's pretty tough.
Fucking, they had Eddie House on that squad.
Son, not Eddie House. yo.
He
Forgot
had
about
spurts when he was shooting
Stop
them
it.
threes. He had spurts.
Nah. Eddie House had his moments.
He had
We not
moments.
saying he a superstar,
Eddie- nah.
but he
He's not
had his
superstar.
moments.
Eddie House had his moments on the Celtics with the other big 3.
Yeah.
And on the Heat with the other big 3. That nigga had, he just felt,
Damn.
I could have went in that
Why
game.
you
It was
say
like,
Why
okay,
you say it like
Nobody.
that?
They're
Because
gonna-
now I'm like, yeah,
they're going to
he
double
kinda
wade.
right.
Okay, I'm going to sit right in the
Kinda
corner.
It's like, yeah, Eddie House had 12 points. Yeah, it was all 3-pointers, all wide open because no one touched him. That's why.
Time out. You think, where do you think Bronny's going to land?
Ooh, good question.
I've been saying this. I think Detroit's going to do something crazy. Detroit has the 5th pick.
I don't think he's going 5th.
They truly believe that LeBron's going to actually end up where his son goes.
Yeah.
I fucking believe
That's
because
gonna happen.
I told you last episode. This year draft is ass.
Yeah, they even put it up. They was like, which one was worse, the 2000 draft or this one coming up?
This year's draft is ass.
Mind you, yo, the 2000 draft, there's only one person I
So-
can really remember. That's Jamal Crawford.
So-
Everybody else that got drafted, it's like, damn, what a
Bron got one more year on his contract, right?
They just offered him a 3-year
He
max
didn't
deal.
accept it.
Oh, okay.
Bron got one more year on his contract, right? Detroit picks Bronny, have another badass season, and they end up going top 3 next year. They sign Bron and get a top 3 pick because next year draft is gonna be it.
Bruh.
They gonna be in prime position.
Bron's gonna be what, 41?
But the way Bron balled this year,
He spent so
he
much
got
money
another
on
5 years in, bro.
body.
Listen, yo, I'ma just say if that man playing the damn near 50 still hooping, that's probably something that we're never gonna see again.
I don't think y'all realize what he do. He takes a lot of games.
Oh
off.
no,
He does.
Yeah.
A lot. 'Cause
And
I've been
then-
betting on him. He takes a lot of games.
Like,
off.
listen,
what are you
I know.
doing? Like, come on, bro.
Listen, Bron won me $800 in my fantasy league, so shout out to Bron.
See, that's what I gotta get into,
Whoa.
bro. The NBA.
So, Jess, how'd you feel about this year NBA Finals?
All right. So I'm a big Luka fan. So I was rooting for him. Also, I wanted Kyrie to do his thing, but he I don't know what happened.
He ain't had no help. That's
He-
what
he-
happened.
he didn't show up.
Can't do it by himself.
Ooh.
Not only
Neither
that, but
them.
like Kyrie that first game, them first 2 games.
Listen, those 2 players carried that team
He did.
the entire playoffs. But at least you had the others contributing in ways like fucking PJ Washington shot 13% in the finals.
Bruh,
No one's speaking on that.
Well, because it's PJ,
But-
and I'm not trying to be
Now,
funny.
but,
It's like
but go look at his numbers for the entire playoffs.
no, and the reason why I'm saying is this is the negative side of the superstar effect. If you're nice, it's expected that you're going to be nice every night.
But that's what
If
that
you have all, because think about it, people still cook Klay Thompson
Yeah.
because he didn't make a bucket. They still bring up that 0 for 10 shit
Right.
to this day.
As they should.
Bro, that shit. But why? Because Klay Thompson is not a bum. You expect him to 0 for 10
Listen.
as a superstar, bro.
I
You know what I'm
I
saying?
understand that, but at the same time, everyone's human at the end of the day.
Agreed. I agree with that.
Kobe said this shit, and I remember when he said it because it fucked me up because I thought he was the most jockingest nigga ever.
Not
Rest
too
in peace,
much.
Kobe.
Not too
My
much.
bad. Rest in peace, Kobe. But when he said it, he was championships are won by the others because you know your stars are going to show up most of the time. What are those other players that are not usually counted on going to do? Think about it. the first Lakers three-peat with Shaq and Kobe, you had Horry hitting shots, Fisher hitting shots, Rick Fox playing crazy good-ass defense.
Yeah.
Go back to the Bulls. Steve Kerr, Bill Paxton. They don't win them shits without those. Dallas got to that finals this year, and it was literally just Luka and Kyrie.
Agree. I agree.
No one else did anything.
I agree.
Like, nothing. They had that one game when they blew fucking Boston out, but Boston took that shit off, literally.
Right.
Like, we beating everybody, sweeping them. We might as well lose another game. If I'm not mistaken, what, they lost 2 games the whole playoffs?
Yeah.
I don't even know. I wasn't really paying attention to them because it was just so easy.
They won.
Playing every injured team
They
possible.
lost once.
They did.
And it was against the Mavs.
I'm talking about,
I thought the Pacers.
I'm talking about including the finals. They lost 1 game to the Cavs.
They did, then it was 2. It was only 1 to the Mavs, then 1 to the Cavs. That's it.
So it was easy for them. But there's no excuse now. And then Dallas role players helped them out. We just not going to show up. They fucking folded in the moment. So if Dallas is going to go back next year, I feel like they got to make a splash.
They need a big man, for sure.
Okay.
I said that before they even started.
5 or 4, though.
I'm going to give the rookie a chance, so I'm going to say 4.
Get a 4?
Who did it be?
Lively.
You have anybody in mind?
I don't have anyone in mind right now. But they need a big guy. Athletic, big guy. Because they have, like, no presence.
Oh, Dirk about to come out of retirement.
That would be amazing.
Dirk about to go out. Dirk about to come out of
Still
retirement.
probably hitting shots though like it's nothing. Still hitting shots.
Oh,
Listen. Listen.
Nah.
So you weren't a big fan of how it all ended.
I knew that.
absolutely not.
I know
I was
how much he
bored.
loves Luka.
Yeah.
Not too much on Luka. I mean, what?
No, there's nothing. I don't got nothing bad to say about
I got a lot of
Thank
bad
you.
to say about Luka.
What?
He don't play defense.
Okay, okay.
Come on, bro.
That's valid,
No,
but
I'll give you
That's
that, but
valid.
like
Luka low key too.
The
cocky,
reason-
bro.
That too, and he cries too much.
But hear me,
cocky
bro.
down.
Because
I see people faces like this. Like, bro, relax.
If
Like,
you're good, you could do that.
now I will say I agree with y'all though on the
And he
foul
does
call.
complain too much.
Just said that's my man. Just said that's my man. I'm standing beside him.
My man.
you ain't gonna talk about him like that.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
She stopped the whole. She's like, whoa.
She gave me that side up.
Luka did what now?
Nah.
No, y'all can talk about anything else you want, but Luka.
What you say about me?
Listen, Luka cries entirely too much.
Okay, he does. I'll give you that too. No defense, and he does cry too much. I'll give you that.
And everything else is really good.
Yeah. Because you know what? And the craziest stat is, y'all know the less complaining he does, the better games he tends to have. Like when he just plays ball.
Because he's focused.
Like he just be playing ball and
But,
he be doing his thing.
He is so slow but so smooth.
Yo,
man.
it's
Let me tell you about my
crazy.
experience.
It's
I gotta tell
crazy.
you about my experience. So I went to go see him at Madison Square Garden.
Ooh, did they win?
They won.
Why are you laughing? What was so funny?
My bad. Go ahead.
What-
Take
that was her story. Why was so funny?
I'm just saying. Hold up. Y'all was at Madison Square. Who played?
It was the Canucks.
Nah, but go ahead.
So I seen Luka play in person. I already knew he was good, but when you see him with your eyes, it's literally like watching like a ballerina, like cook people. Like I don't even know how to explain it. He looks slow, but he's fast.
That's some
Okay.
biased ass
Okay.
shit, Jess.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
You
It's
just love that man. That's what.
I'm telling you because I've seen him.
You said that man's a fucking ballerina.
It's like he's
he's smooth,
like
I ain't gonna lie.
floating, and he's like killing you. It's so crazy to see, and he's big. He's big.
Yeah,
TV
he like what,
doesn't do him
6'6" or something like that.
Nah,
6'7"?
he's
TV?
6'7". Yeah.
TV doesn't do no justice. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
He does need to slim down though.
It might take away from his game though.
Man,
No, he can still
I
back people up.
promise you, it's
That's because you don't
because
really body people.
Nah, because
it's the American
that little
diet.
slow ass stuff.
Right.
It's
the
not.
American diet.
Think about it.
food, son.
It's American diet.
It's the food. here, son.
Him and Joker's countries are in the same region.
Yeah.
They're built like that. Big and no muscles, but like sloppy a little bit, but strong as shit.
Yeah.
Like, cause I don't take
Yeah,
Luka to be.
Jokic don't make no sense, bro.
He don't.
He don't make
Cause
no
if
sense.
you walk into LA Fitness, he's like, damn, he tall as hell. He ain't about to do shit. He ain't about to do shit. And he gonna give you 80. He gonna give you 80.
And it's gonna be the slowest
Yo.
moves on the planet, but they gonna work
When they
every
beat,
time.
not this year. Last year when they played the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals, we kept hitting them threes over AD. I'm like, yo,
my God,
what can you do?
There's nothing you can do.
Everybody
Like,
was like, yo, AD got to play him harder. He's in his
Right.
face.
Right.
I watched this man AD clamp him for 23 seconds of the 24. Joker turned around and went
did one of those toe-up shots.
and drilled them shits twice. I'm like, Doug, what can you do? Like, he got in the press conference mad as hell. I was like, yo, I ain't mad at him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't stop that shit. Right. But like, my point being is, they're bred like that over there. You feel me? So I feel like if he got smaller, it would probably
Not too much weight.
Yeah,
but he needs to slim down just a little bit.
I think he just need to put a little bit more muscle in him.
You think more muscle?
Yeah, not a lot. Mm-hmm. You know,
I think if he did a way of doing like calisthenics to gain the muscles as opposed to like going to the gym, because like I think Luka's problem is he's just not quick on his feet defensively. Because I feel like if he lightens himself up, like if he makes himself lighter, I think he'll be able to play defense a little better, a little bit more agile, both on and off the ball.
You could build around that, and that's why I see what you're saying as far as them getting another big man. I think they should go get a legit 2-guard. Because even though we know Luka runs point, Luka is listed as the 3.
Okay.
Kyrie is listed as a point, but everybody know Kyrie plays the 2. So if y'all gonna keep Kyrie as your point guard, go get another 2-guard. Same guy I told you the fucking Knicks should get.
Who?
DeRozan.
Paul George. That's what
No!
you said, right?
Paul, I'm going to say this shit for the th time. Paul George is not it.
Thank you. He is not.
He is not
I
it.
don't know what people
Time out.
see. He's not it. He's not that guy. Let me tell you, this is what really turned me off with him.
She said, you know what she really fucking hates?
when he said, I'm not the number one guy. I don't know if you remember that quote from him.
That shit.
He's like, I'm not the number one guy. What do you mean I'm the number
Didn't he
one
say
guy?
that when he was on the Pacers?
No, he was with the fucking Thunder.
That's when he was with the
that shit.
Thunder.
He's like,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because he didn't want to step up and be that guy. And I was
But
like,
that was
yeah, that's
right
not my
after
type
he faded the playoffs the year before that he left Indiana.
That nigga got jaded and was like, oh, he took a bad shot. Nigga, just take the L. You knew, everybody and their mama knew fucking Lillard was about to take that jumper. Because he shoots that shit all the time.
No, it's just you didn't.
Yo,
Everyone else knew.
I feel like
everyone.
when we all watched that game, everybody was happy that he made it. But like, everyone knew he was about to take that half-court shot. Why are you playing off of him?
He does it for fun.
And people forget they didn't side inbound that shit. They went full court with that fucking shot before he shot it. I'm full court pressing you. I know how you play. That's why I don't like Paul George, because when it comes to those moments, what he do? He folds.
He hits the Simpson. He hits the homer. Goes right back into the bushes. Let everybody else do it.
He gave us fool's gold when he was with Indiana those 2 years because he wasn't the guy, like he said. They did that shit as a team. If you want to be real, the fucking leader of that team was David West.
Mr.
And
West.
everything flowed through him.
Yeah.
They slowed that shit down. Soon as he got notarized because he had went off those 2 years, what has he done since?
Paul George?
Yes.
Oh, he's been
What?
alright during the year.
Clippers ass.
And then his meniscus be hurting during the playoffs.
Paul George has been so bad. They're saying that the shit Kawhi Leonard did might be one of the worst decisions a superstar ever made after winning a championship. I said this to you last episode. Kawhi should have stayed in Toronto. That team had the capability of winning multiple rings if he stayed there. Because he changed it. Everybody knew that fucking KD was leaving after that year.
Yeah.
Toronto would have been it.
Right.
I want to go home. Nigga, you know how quick them Jets are? You make fucking $90 million by sitting on your ass. Like, the fuck? You know how much basketball players make? Right. You feel me? Like, so y'all win a ring and you dip?
Right.
Hey,
Make no sense.
we all make choices in life.
And then you say you want to go home. You went to LA. You from San Diego.
San Diego ain't got no basketball.
But that
team.
shit ain't close.
They close enough.
You know how far, fucking San Diego and LA is like us driving to DC. That shit ain't close.
Yeah, that's about 4 hours. That ain't nothing.
You know the fucking flight time from Toronto to San Diego is?
How long?
5 hours.
Stop playing.
Wow.
That don't even make sense. that shit right there don't even make
He
sense.
could have stayed in Toronto. The shit made no sense.
Leave, son.
Because he's an idiot. That's why I want to go home. Fuck out of here, bro. You ain't like the Toronto's winters, bro?
Yo, son, you've been to Toronto in the winter. Didn't you go in the winter?
And it wasn't that bad.
It's not.
No. I'm happy. It's not. Because Canada is built for that shit. You know what Toronto got?
What's up?
basically, if it snows, up there, you have no reason to call it work because they have an underground system to where all the buildings are connected.
Yeah.
So if it's snowing, everybody just walks underneath.
Oh damn.
Oh wow.
Yo,
damn.
all the buildings, all their corporate buildings downtown in Toronto are connected. Cause I'm looking like, where the fuck are people going? So we went down the escalator. There's fucking restaurants down there, bathrooms, fucking club. Like, bruh, they gonna get their money, rain, snow. Like, they gonna get their fucking money, bruh. So ain't no excuse.
Yeah,
Ain't no excuse.
I hear you. I hear you, son. Because hey, we all make choices, like I said. But you brought up a very good question about Brownie's draft order. I want to know what y'all think.
I already said mine.
What you said? Fifth?
Fifth Pistons.
I don't know.
Jess, what you thinking?
I literally have no. There's so much going on behind the scenes that we don't know
Yeah.
about. I don't care what Rich Paul says because he's lying.
Of course he's lying.
I don't believe what anybody.
Nope.
There's so much. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. I literally have no idea.
Okay. That's a fair take.
Same with me. I have no idea. It's hard. Like it's politics at the end of the day too. It's more politics than sports nowadays.
Yep.
So I really don't know. It's hard to tell.
Listen,
Really
that's why what I said makes more sense. Because this is, if they wanted to bullshit a pick, this would be the year to do it.
This would be the year to
No,
do it.
listen, if what's his name from Purdue, the big dude, Edie?
Yeah.
If he goes that far, then all right, Pistons are picking him. Cause I
Okay.
like him. Cause
He's a traditional center.
yeah, and I feel like people sleep on him, but he can stretch the floor, he shoots, and he can run. He's not one of them big ass dudes who can't move. Cause he's like 7'4". So
Yeah.
usually when you see somebody that tall, they think of like fucking Manute Bol or Sean Bradley, where they're gonna be a liability on defense. Nah, his big ass can move.
Yeah.
So, and he did the right thing by staying in college the whole time because he needed to develop his body. He needed to develop his game. So if anything, if he goes that deep, then the Pistons are gonna pick him. But I feel like since there's really nobody in this fucking draft, they choose Bronny, run the risk of, hey, Bron might come to Detroit next year.
See, I don't think he's gonna go to Detroit though.
Why wouldn't he?
What's in
They're
Detroit?
in full.
You said what's in Detroit?
Yes.
They're in full.
Mom spaghetti. Shout out to Eminem. Shout out to Eminem, baby.
Mom spaghetti. You was so damn annoying, yo.
Yo, he got a restaurant called Mom Spaghetti.
Does he really?
Yeah, I wasn't joking.
I ain't know.
And it's like the setup is dope because it's like a little stand in the alleyway and you walk up to the window. So yeah, Eminem ain't stupid, bro. That's a businessman right there.
Oh, I didn't know that shit.
I've been to Detroit. Actually, is one of the craziest cities I've been to as far as how it's set up. Downtown area is really nice. They have a suburb and then hood, suburb and hood. Those miles, how they have that shit up, is the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life. But I'm leaving it at that. But Detroit's a nice city. Shout out to Detroit.
Nah, I was saying that they not only because they going like full rebuild. So they got like a new GM, I think. Detroit. They going
Rebuild?
full rebuild.
How?
They got rid of Monty Williams.
Okay.
They got rid of the recent GM, brought somebody else in. I forgot his name.
But they're not getting rid of their players.
No, but they kind of are.
Who?
Look, who did they get for Lively and what's her face? Lively and that went to the Mavs. Lively and Gafford. Where'd Gafford come from?
Charlotte with PJ.
Lively came from Detroit. Who did Detroit get for
No,
them?
Lively was a rookie. He got drafted by
He didn't get drafted by the Mavs.
So it was a draft day trade.
No, it was a trade. Like, see, this is how under the radar it is. He got traded during the season. You talked about it too.
Did I?
Yeah, Lively and Gafford got traded during the season.
I know they traded for what's his face from Golden State.
Well, I don't
Wiseman.
know. He was on the Mavs?
No, he was with Golden State. He's on the Pistons now.
My point being, who did Detroit get for Lively being on the Mavs? You ain't even know it happened.
Nope.
So my point is, I don't think Bronny's gonna go because if they're in full rebuild, they left $65 million on the table by firing Monty Williams.
No.
I don't think they're in a position to just be playing around with draft picks.
That basketball money.
That's just what I'm thinking.
See,
That's just what I'm thinking.
you're saying that in our position.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
They wipe their ass with that money. Bro.
I mean, I hear you, but
They-
even
let
if
me-
you
let me-
had, because
let me-
these are billion-dollar companies.
do you know what a vet minimum in the NBA is right now?
What?
$10 million.
Okay.
That's a vet minimum.
Yeah, that's 6.5
There's-
vets that they're just letting just be there.
I
in terms
put
of
it in
contract.
perspective for you. The Celtics ran an 8-man rotation in the playoffs.
Mhm.
Their 10th player is making $90 million a season.
Who?
That's my point.
Who?
The NBA contracts are insane right now.
Who?
They have bench players making more than the top NFL
I don't give a
players.
damn about that. Who on the bench is making $90 million?
That's my
Right,
point,
right.
bro.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Soccer is
Nah.
Yeah, those NBA contracts are insane right now.
But what
And
I'm
guess what they about to
saying
do
is-
next year?
What?
They're going up.
Yeah. I'm not saying
So
Bronny's not gonna get
that's why
signed.
they're eating that $64 million, because in retrospect, it's nothing.
I hear what you're saying, but bro, let's say you have $1,000, you wouldn't be comfortable letting 500 of it sit. You still got 500.
If I was worth my big bro Bezos money, they can have that shit.
So you thinking that they're gonna take a gamble and be shitty longer, as opposed to trying something different?
I'm not throwing shots because I don't know if Ron know what I'm about to say. It's fucking Jerry Jones economics.
It is.
Yeah. See, watch out.
Am
for
I
that
wrong
bus that he threw you
though?
right up there.
But am I
He's
wrong?
like, no offense.
Am I
They got
wrong?
offensive.
Am I wrong?
It's the truth, though. Yeah.
Jerry can sit out on TVs and scream, "I want them to win! I want them to win!" As
Yeah.
long as he's making his money, he don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you don't.
But then, what would be the drawing factor as a fan? Like, because honestly, if I live in Detroit and you told me, oh, because we drafted LeBron's son, it's not LeBron.
See, because
Right.
I want you to not think of it as a fan and think of
I'm
it
not.
and think of it as a businessman.
I am.
That's Detroit
What
is one of
would-
those fan bases that's not going anywhere.
Yeah, no, I understand.
They're going
that.
to buy those tickets, no matter fucking what.
Yo, they didn't fill up the house this year.
Why didn't they?
They didn't. There were mad games they didn't have all the attendance.
Okay, so
wasn't there.
NBA sellout is like 20,000, right?
Something like that, around
So if I
there.
get 18,000, I'm still over what I was
Nah,
putting in.
that's
Yes,
not selling out.
it don't matter.
Sell out is 20,001.
But
That
if
means
I
you sold out.
but if I get 18, I'm still making way more than expected.
I mean, yeah. But
Because you understand,
you're
they
saying
market
there's more of a lore with
they-
with Bronny James than with Cade Williams.
Cunningham.
Not the Cade Cunningham. Sorry, I'm getting sports up.
Yes, only because of his name. Skill, absolutely not. Name, yes. Because guess what they're going to do?
If they do that,
I guarantee you. Guess what's going to happen? Bronny Williams is getting coverage right now like he's about to go number one, and realistically, he's not even a second round pick.
yeah,
Right or wrong?
no, agreed.
So if fucking Detroit does that, guess what ESPN is going to do? Guess who's going to be on all the Friday night games? Guess who's going to be all the Wednesday night games?
Yo, they can't be this dumb.
It's-
I'm sorry. From a
We
business,
watch it every year,
from a
Dante.
business standpoint, I hear what you're saying, but I can't. This is not LeBron. Like, what I'm saying is, what's going to end up happening is, I think it's going to have the reverse effect. There's going to be so much pressure on him to perform because of who his dad is. They're not even going to let him get a legacy together.
You heard-
He's not going to be able to do anything the first year. I promise you.
You
Because
heard-
everything is
you-
going to be. He's not like LeBron. When LeBron first came in the league, he was doing blah
But
blah
you
blah.
heard what
blah,
Jess
blah,
said,
blah.
right? You heard what she said about Rich Paul.
Yeah.
How Rich Paul is full of shit.
Oh, I think he's full of shit for sure.
They already put the thing in the air. Because even if LeBron really doesn't follow his son and go to the team he plays for, the fact that he said that shit is going to be more than enough for a team to think about it. So do I believe the Pistons are going to actually do that? No. But would I be shocked if they did? Absolutely not.
He going
Because at the
second
end of the
round.
day, it's business.
I
To them motherfuckers, especially to a losing team, a losing culture. Because even though Detroit won back in the day, for the last 30 years, we know them as what? Losers.
yeah.
They don't give a fuck.
So you think, and this is what I'm saying, you think that an organization would fire a bunch of people, hire new people, just to continue to tank in the draft?
Dante, I'm a Jets fan. Absolutely.
That's crazy.
Is that who Chip Kelly is?
The Eagles did that shit. And
Listen.
you know what? And I say this to all the NBA fans. It's an easy fix to that shit. Get rid of the lottery. Because if teams were bad and got the number one pick, those number one picks are going to translate into teams being good eventually, even if they miss out on a few. If you
Then that leads to tanking. If I know I'm
Right.
gas and I'm guaranteed the first spot.
no,
Right.
but you're not going to tank every year.
Why
Fuck
would
it.
I?
Why would you?
Because I know I'm going to get a first round. If I'm the Pistons,
So,
like
hold
you
on.
said, with this losing ass culture,
Can't
I
do
would
it.
lose purposely 5 years in a row.
You
to
know
get
why?
the top
You know why
pick.
you can't do that in the
Why?
NBA? People say that, but you know why you can't do that?
Why?
Because the players have all the freedom in the NBA. All right, I went number. Let's act like it's 03. I'm LeBron, but the format of the NBA is fitted to what it is today for the players. I'm going number one. I come in, I take my team, and we increase our wins by 20 games. But then management comes to me and say, "Hey, we're going to tank another year for another number 1 pick. So guess what the fuck I'm going to do? All right, get me out of here. You can't run that risk of doing that every year if there's no lottery because motherfuckers are not going to come there in free agency. Now, look at the NFL. Mm-hmm. It's more balanced because if players who aren't on that team see, all right, well, this team's doing good. Think about it. When Buffalo had that run where everybody thought they was going to win the Super Bowl, what motherfuckers started doing? Signing to Buffalo. Who the fuck want to play in Buffalo? Mm-hmm. Buffalo is not a destination.
No.
Snow's crazy.
But Von Miller, off a fucking Super Bowl MVP, was like, hey, I'm going to Buffalo. Mm-hmm. Why? Because he saw that the players they were getting out of the draft and they were winning. Players value that shit. Mm-hmm. So an organization is not going to keep doing that if they see that their players are either leaving or the free agents aren't coming. Now, in Detroit's situation right now, nobody's signing with Detroit. So they got to build through the draft. Now, if there was no lottery, guess what? They have the number 1 pick. For the last 3 drafts, if they would have had either 1 through 5, they're not losing as much as they are right now because the players they would have had would have kept them over the hump. The issue is the lottery is such a fucking toss-up. Think about it. Golden State won 4 fucking rings with Steph Curry, KD, Draymond, and Clay. They had 1 bad year, and them niggas got the first pick. Tell me that ain't bullshit.
No, that bad year, did they get the first pick?
Yeah, because of the lottery.
Because of the lottery. Tell me, the lottery...
So if they have a bad year, so to your point, if the lottery is gone and they have a bad year, they should get a top 10 pick.
I get that. But my point being is, in that situation, they didn't deserve that shit. Mm-hmm. That's what's wrong with the lottery. Because the wrong team can get that shit at times. San Antonio, as bad as they've been, they shouldn't have got number 1 pick for Wemby.
Oh, see, I'm desensitized because there's been many years we've been asked and never got the first pick. So, like, I don't care about the lottery or I just want good management. That's all I really want. That's all I really want.
Listen, I want to ask one last thing before we get out of here because we were supposed to spend a little bit more time on it, but I want y'all to be as brief as possible about it. Caitlin Clark. I'm gonna start with Jess, ladies first. Do you feel like Caitlin Clark in the WNBA, shout out to WNBA, has been jumping this season. I've been watching. Do you feel like Caitlin Clark is getting a bad Do you feel like Caitlin Clark is getting a bad rep or people are wrongfully going after her? Or what do you feel about the entire buzz she's creating for the WNBA?
When you say people going after her, who? The other players?
Players, media.
Okay, so I don't know why women get treated differently.
Okay, so
when you're
I know it's about to start when she goes, okay, so
it's
so many layers. Let's unpack here. When you're a rookie, right? Mm-hmm. You gotta, what's the word I'm looking for?
Go through rookie woes.
Every rookie goes through the same thing.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you're awesome at what you do doesn't exempt you from getting the rookie treatment.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, she's getting hit hard, but who hasn't? If you look at Skylar Diggins, for instance, she was getting hit hard when she first came to the league.
Yep.
So this is not something different. Every rookie goes through it. When I think about this, it makes me think about when Kobe played his first All-Star game.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan never called him by his name. He was like that Laker kid.
Yeah. Everybody knows that.
Everybody goes through it.
Jordan wasn't your friend until he beat you.
So she's not exempt from it. Why are women being treated differently than men? You're gonna get hit hard. People are not gonna like you. I don't know you. You gotta earn your keep here. You know what I'm saying? And then they're saying, "Oh yeah, she deserves a spot on the Olympic team." Excuse me? What are we talking about?
Yeah.
I mean,
what do you?
Nah. Whatever you about to say, no.
Right, it's not valid.
I'm not saying
Sorry.
she can't get like a reserve spot, but bro, there are some players who are way better than her, bro.
Who you taking off to put Caitlin on?
Did you see who's on the women's team this year, bro?
Yes.
Who would you take off for Caitlin Clark?
Who you taking off?
Taurasi.
I'm out.
And you know why?
Why is that?
Because, like you said, in all fairness, LeBron shouldn't be on the fucking men's team this year. I just honestly feel like
not?
once you at a certain age,
No. If you could still hoop, who cares about how old you are?
Right. If you can still put up numbers,
who cares?
What are you
Because
talking
do
about?
you think she could beat her one-on-one to get onto the team?
We can say that shit because it's right, and I'm not going to say that y'all wrong. But that's not what Team USA is. Team USA is expected every year to go in there and fucking dominate because across the world the teams can't hold up to us.
Right.
So let's act like it really is. That shit is business for them to push their players' business.
Caitlin Clark is not besting anybody on the team. I'm sorry. I'm
Right.
not saying
And
she's
if you
not
wanna-
nice. I'm not saying she can't hoop.
Right.
She's not besting anybody that's on
Right.
a
You dead ass?
See, the
I'm
thing
dead ass
about
serious.
what you're thinking about is marketability, but it's
No.
it's the principle.
Off that, we not even talk about that because
It's the
he
principle.
just said that she won't best at least 2 or 3 of those players on that team.
No, I'm saying she's good. I'm not taking anything away from her talent, but do I think she deserves a spot over any? What has she done?
Right.
Yeah, she was nice as hell in college, and I won't take that away from her.
What
has she done?
At this very moment.
What has she done?
At this very moment.
Yes.
Who's the better player?
Of who?
Taurasi or Clark?
Taurasi.
All right. On that note,
We having like 2-point games,
Nah,
bro.
B.
That's fine. We ain't gotta agree. We can agree to disagree. I'ma stand on my business. Shit, but before we get out of here, y'all go ahead and let people know where they can follow you at. Then we gonna wrap it up because Steve has told us y'all ain't gotta go home, but y'all got to get the hell up out of here. So that's fine. The sign doesn't change. So y'all drop y'all stuff and then we gonna get
All right,
up
Your
out of here.
Majesty, your _ MAJESSTY on Instagram.
IG clerk _ENT CLERC _ENT.
Listen. As always, scholars, we appreciate y'all. We gonna get up on out of here.
Get up on up out of here.
Out of here. I appreciate both of y'all for being here.
Absolutely.
Shout out to y'all. We definitely gonna put everything so y'all can make sure y'all follow them. Go after that. No Talent Beats. Play us out.
Yes, sir.
No talent.
Bye, y'all. You my boy, Blue.
We haven't rapped in a while.
Please don't.
Oh God.
Y'all rude.